Hey guys, so a couple people have expressed concerns that they have issues trying to get their homework up onto their website so that it can be, so I can check it out and grade it. So I'm going to go over in this little demo on how you're supposed to get your work through Dreamweaver, put it into an HTML document, and then get it online. So you notice here I've got Dreamweaver CS3, which is a little bit different than the one you'll be using, but most of it's still the same, and I've entitled it Week 4 Homework. It's good to have a title on here, that way even if nothing loads I know that I'm on the right page and that it's not an error. So the first thing we're going to do is actually go up to Site and say Manage Sites. There's a couple here, but for the purpose of this demo I'm actually going to create a new one. So a new site, and it asks me for a site name. I'm going to say My Homework. Doesn't really matter what you put here. The local root folder, what you're going to want there is actually the folder on your machine where you're storing all your working files. So this, I'm going to navigate to my desktop, then I made a little folder called Vector Authoring Test, and that's going to be my local root folder. Now the remote info, it's giving me this warning, but I'm going to proceed anyway. The remote info, I'm going to put for FTP, and it's going to give me all these other options. This is the stuff that's going to be a little bit different than you, so I'm just going to fill in my information using my web domain, and I will show you what to put in a second. That's annoying. Okay, so it has successfully connected me, so I'm going to hit OK. Hit OK down here, and then I have my homework here as a server that I can connect to, so I'm going to say done. Over here we're going to see my local view, but I can actually change this to the remote view, and it'll automatically connect me to my website. And then over here on the right you're going to see all the different things show up. There we go, there's all the files on my website. Now what you're actually going to type in is this screen right here. One of the faculty provided this for me. I don't have a Sandbox account, but this is the information that you're going to be typing in. So server name, name it remote server, connect using FTP, your FTP address is sandbox.westfall.drexel.edu, and then your username is whatever your normal username for Drexel is. The password might be different than your normal password, so that's something that you have to either remember from last term, or if you don't, you can go to this site here, it's accounts.drexel.edu, and you can change your account information there and get your password hooked up so that you're using the right one. And let's see what else it also says. The root directory refers to a directory on your web domain, but this should be correct, public underscore HTML, and the web URL is just your full web URL all the way up to the tilde and then your initials, and then just stop it there and hit save, and that should be good. So now what to do once I've actually got a connection to the server? Well, I'm going to paste this code that I found online that embeds your Flash movie. Now I don't want you to copy this word for word, because chances are it'll take you 3 hours and then it'll probably be wrong anyway, because it's very hard to copy code like that. So just Google something like, what I did was probably like embedding Flash movies, or maybe Flash Swift files in HTML. To Google something like that, this was the first result that came up, and it gave me the code right away. Just be wary of things like your width and height, and when it asks for the name of your file, this is the name of my file right here. You can see it's the Swift right over here in the library, and anywhere where it asks for the Swift right there, I needed to put a name, and right here I need a file too. So just make sure you fill in your information, but other than that you don't have to worry about all the other code. Just kind of like work with what you know, and that should be fine. So we're going to save that and we're going to go to our local view, and here's our test HTML, so we can put that with the arrow. It says put dependent files. I say no. I just like to know what's going up on my site. And then make sure that your Swift is up there, so put that. And once both are up there, it's just a matter of going to your site. So here's my domain, and if I just type in test.html, there's my goofy Flash Swift, and there's the This only showed up because I typed that in the demo, but that shouldn't be there normally. So hopefully this helps out. If it doesn't, send me an email and I'll try and help you through and figure out what's going on.